Hello, my friends. Welcome to the study chamber.
Hello. We're back in the study chamber.
Are
I guess
you
that's what
are
we're
you the
calling it.
master of this chamber? The chamber master?
Nay. Only
Nay.
an attendant, helping you all to, usher you all through.
Oh my! You're just like
That's all.
Usher, but like way more handsome and way more talented. same guy though.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Until it gets canceled or
Um,
something. I don't know what goes on in this world.
yeah, yeah. I think he's on the other side of that conversation. But anyway,
Anyway,
enough about Usher and
don't you worry
ushering
about Usher.
things. We're doing just more practice.
Yeah, even more.
even more. Yeah, I have to do this because like when I end up putting this in the doc, like the Google Docs for all the exercises, it does not like you naming the tabs the same. Like it has to be
Yeah.
a different name. So I was like, I gotta figure something out.
Yeah, I know what's
Um,
happening in here. So maybe some of them
yeah.
ADJs.
Mm-hmm.
ADJ.
We're just doing some more adjective practice.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing we did a couple of recordings ago. For this first section, or this first round of exercises, we're just going to be going through conjugation. And then I think the other thing I have pulled up will move on to like sentences, probably, because it's the TEF form stuff.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's looming.
Yeah. And I know this isn't like all of it's visible, so I'll just do this from time to time. Hopefully it's not too big of an issue. But to get us started, we're just going to do 2A and just run through all of these different adjectives here and conjugate them into the past tense based off of if they are an E adjective or if they are a noun or a not adjective, right?
A or not to A.
So,
all right.
So like in our example, takai, that last E, remember for E adjectives, we are transforming, we are transmogging this E to be a Mog master. It becomes kata.
Kata this, the Mog master.
Yeah. And then for not adjectives and nouns, all we need to do is say deshita. That's it.
Okay. Not
And all these are going to be
adjectives
positive
and
for now.
nouns.
So yeah. Why don't we start with yasui?
All right. So we got this E at the end over here, right?
Oh,
So-
don't listen.
Oh, it's listening. Are we're just doing past tense, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yasukata desu. Well, maybe not the des at the end in this case.
Yeah, I mean that's what we would end
Okay,
up going with if it's in the sentence.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kire. And what was yasu again?
Actually,
Sorry.
sorry, I'm gonna do this actually in the order. Yasui is cheap.
Cheap,
And
okay.
for reference, I'm just gonna go through these in numbered order, so I'm gonna be retyping
Okay.
a lot of this.
Yeah, that's all good. Just steal the formatting from here.
So number 2, Atsui.
Atsui, and this is heat related.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
this is hot.
Pleasantly hot.
No, this is like hot.
Oh, this is a hot.
Like this is what you would say. Yeah, this is what you would say if like you're outside and you're just sweating all over the
Okay,
place. And you're like, oh my god, it's hot.
fanning
You're like,
myself,
Atsui.
complaining. This is
Yeah.
the humidity I was promised.
Mm-hmm. There's a something that comes to mind when I think of this word is there's a bit in Nichijou where two of these guys are like walking into school and one of them just will not shut up and won't stop complaining about the weather. He's just like, oh, atsui. Hontoni atsui.
I remember this. I do recall. All right. I'm gonna we're treating this the same way, I believe. Atsukata desu.
Hi. Atsukatta. There we go.
What was the thought that I had? What was the If this is like a hot day hot, what is pleasantly hot? Like hot bath hot?
Yeah, that's like atatakai.
Atatakai. Okay. In my mind, that was like this was like a truncated form of that, but they are different words, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Samui. I don't think we've got any trickery going on here. Samu katta desu.
Yeah. Samu katta. 正解。
Okay. Moshiroi. Am I doing?
Alright.
I'm waiting for these to get weird on me. Is the thing.
Yeah, this one isn't really weird. It's just
All right.
omoshiroi.
Omoshiro katta desu.
はい。面白かった。
Omoshiro kata. And if
Okay.
we
What is
wanted
this?
to
Number
do
5?
if we wanted to like continue studying this on our own time and I guess conjugation study in the same way, is there a particular way that you suggest going about them?
I mean, yeah, aside from just like going through a lot of these like similar exercises, what I try and do in just like my daily life is just to try and say as much as I can. So if like I'm eating something, you know, I'll be like, oh, like that was okay, like, or that wasn't very good. I'm like, amari oishiku nakatta, right? I'll just kind of do my best to say it as much as I can. But yeah, otherwise, study.
Okay.
I don't really have anything.
Whatever technologies, whatever tools you use those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like if you have access to the Google Docs page for the all of the vocab. I cannot talk. But this thing,
Yeah.
you know, where we're putting all of the words in, you know, just
yeah.
running through the list and conjugate. I cannot talk. I am so sorry. Conjugating
That's all
it
right.
to the best of your ability is something you can do.
Okay. And I believe I think on the homework drive, like there's just like a Word doc I want to say that's just like Jimmy links, and I think this is now in there.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Isogashi desu.
We're on.
Sorry.
This one here.
I was just looking
I'm
at
just
the
getting it
cursor
ready.
movement.
Yeah, we are on number 5 in the textbook.
Uma. Yeah.
is this
You're already laughing. Small. Shoot, man, my self-confidence gone. Sumaranai.
Yeah, this is that's the how you read it.
Okay. I gotta check myself before I start wrecking myself. All right. Sumara na kata. Okay.
And do you happen to know what this word is?
No.
Okay. Yeah, this one is boring.
Okay.
But I want to point out that this isn't a negative conjugation of an adjective. This is the base form of this word.
Interesting.
So if you're saying it wasn't boring, you could say tanoshikatta, but you could also say tsumarana kunakatta, right?
Okay.
So just wanted to make that clear.
That is interesting.
Yeah, because if you get really used to that nakatta sound being negative, this is technically the positive conjugation. It's just a negative word.
By default. So instead of I mean, I like you come in mathematically and be like 2 negative make the positive, right? But I mean, I guess that's the same thing. I was gonna say it's negating that it's already negative, but that's really the same operation at the end of the day, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now we're on isogashi, number 6.
Isogashi. I'm looking at this chart. Trying to. When.
So it's what kind of adjective is it?
This is just still just an E adjective, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Like I'm trying to think like what are the filters I should go through. Like, am I pretty safe to be like I think it's probably an E adjective. It likely is then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, because like the ones the not adjectives that end in E are kind of few.
Okay.
It is probably best to default to thinking of it. Does it end in E? Then it's an E adjective. If it doesn't end in E, it's not adjective. And then just kind of trying to keep track of the not adjectives that do end in hiragana E to the best of your ability.
Okay. All right. In this case, isogashikatta desu.
And I'm just not typing out the des anymore.
Right, I can live with this. Desolate out here.
Dekumori desolus.
All right. Shikata desu.
Yeah. Tanoshikatta.
Tanoshikatta.
Say it one more time for me.
Tanoshikatta.
Hi.
All right. And E is our first fella on our watch list, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yokatta desu.
Yep. Because once again, the old form of this adjective is yoi. So when we're doing this past tense business, the first E becomes the yo, and then we just conjugate the second E like normal.
Okay.
So yeah, yokatta.
Yokatta.
And thankfully, if you're a weeb, you'll probably have this one
memorized
in no time because they say it constantly.
I felt like some kind of Gundam pilot saying that. I won't lie to you.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Shizuka. This is a na. Is it na?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do we do to them nas? Shizuka kunai? There's a little bit that's cut off there if you don't mind scrolling.
We're not there just.
Oh, I'm looking. Okay. Yeah, that's negative.
So we're still in positive past tense.
Shizuka. Just this?
So
just
yeah,
this?
like you said. Yep.
Okay.
Deshita.
Deshita. Okay.
Yeah, deshita. Yeah, if you can kind of like keep this the kata bundled with E, that'll probably help, eliminate what potential options you have to say for what you think is correct, right?
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. This is deshita.
Deshita. All right.
Okay.
Nigiyaka. This is busy.
Yeah, like lively.
Bustling.
Isogashi is like a negative, busy, but yeah, like bit bustling, lively.
Okay. And this doesn't immediately end in E, so we're going the other route. Nigiyaka deshita.
Kantan desu. Simply deshita.
Okay. Kire. We've got the E at the end. There's only one E here, right? This isn't like truncated in advance for us.
Yeah, this is the full adjective.
Okay. Kire kata desu. No, this is a na. This is a na.
One of those na. Yeah.
Shoot.
This is a na.
Ah, man. Okay. Kire deshita.
Hi.
All right. I was reading this as like Uma because it looks like a U. you know.
Yeah, looks like a horseshoe.
Yeah,
So I get
yeah.
that.
I'm like, how do we get this horse in this list? Ooh, well, it's not an E.
Yeah, not ooh.
Shoot, Hima.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hima.
I was like stuck in the Maho conundrum I find myself in sometimes.
Yeah.
Hima, which I don't know what this means.
Yeah, Hima is like board or free, and not like cost free, but like you're available.
Okay. Disponible. Uma. Shoot, not Uma. Hima deshita.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Because like I have something that I always think of when I look at the Ma character.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
Yeah, let me see a picture of your ma, Jimmy. What are you cooking with over there? Cooking with gas?
So for me, what I think of is, come over here. So like, I don't know. I look at Ma and it reminds me of the brimstone from Binding of Isaac.
I see it.
And like my association with it, it's like, actually this might not help you because you confuse Pole and Ma, but I think of magic. Like
the
Ma
Maho.
Pole. Yes, yeah, but you could just think of it as like the magic Ma, right? This is what I think of all the
magic
time.
Ma.
The magic Ma.
Man, that Maho bit really is unfortunate, huh?
Yeah, it really is.
Man, they set it all up for me, only for one inconvenient little twist at the end. Shoot.
Yeah, Hima deshita.
All right.
That's all that is. So now, we'll be doing the same but past negative. So let me get this
away with
pulled
you.
up over here.
Be gone, scoundrel.
Go down there. All right, so the first one here. Takai.
Tall / expensive.
Yes.
All right.
I'll do this to see if this makes it any easier to
Yeah, step him down.
Okay. At least everything's visible.
Okay. Let me walk through these steps on this first fella. We got Takai. We got the E at the end. So then we're gonna go Takakunai.
Yep.
From there to Takakunakata. And is that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then just des.
Takakunakata. What a wonderful phrase.
Takakunakata. Truly.
All right. And this is our friend in the example itself here. Tano shikunakata desu.
Yeah. I'm glad you can read the example.
I was gonna say I wouldn't describe myself as literate just yet. We'll get there, fellas. We're gonna pass our AR test, get that class pizza party.
Yeah. Let's see if we can keep our eyes from wandering on over there as much as we can. But
okay. Yasui.
So this is Yasashi.
Yasashi. Yeah. Okay.
My literate friend. I didn't mean to say illiterate.
My literate friend.
Came out that way. Yeah, yes. And I don't think Akamonkai has mentioned this one, but Yasashi is like nice or easy.
Mm-hmm. Like in terms of like people, temperament.
Yeah, like their personality, like they're a nice person.
Okay.
And it's like similar to Shinsetsu, which is kind. But like I guess I don't really have the best way of differentiating them, except for the fact that like in English we have nice and kind as two separate words.
Yeah. I think
So.
I think this shows up in like Duolingo with some frequency, and I think almost always it's used to describe like people there. So I don't know if it's limited to just that or generally used like that. But if someone was previously not that nice, yasa shiku nakata.
Yeah.
Shiku? Is that how I want to handle that sound?
Yeah. Shiku.
Shiku.
Right.
Uma of
It's
different kind.
Yeah.
Man. Tsu has the hat, right?
Sue does not have the hat.
Tsu does not have the hat. Sumaranai. Sumara na kunakata.
Tsumara na kunakata. Tsumara na kunakata.
Sumara na kunakata. And what is this word?
This is like boring. Well, Tsumaranai is boring, so this would be like was not boring.
Not boring. Not thrilling, but not boring.
Alright, and Oki.
Is Okiana? No. Okay.
It is not ana.
All right. No. Okiku nakata.
Okiku na.
With a little death at the end, a little death, dekomori.
Yeah, and this one will be E.
All right, and I'm looking at the other screen here. Negative. Yoku nakata. Yoku nakata desu.
Yoku nakata. Okay.
Isogashi. Isogashiku nakata.
Yeah. Isogashiku nakata.
Isogashiku nakata.
So I'm gonna need to spoil something because once again, I don't think this is a word Akamonkai has introduced. The folks out there are probably familiar with this word. Kakoi is like cool.
Oh yeah, we do know this one. Yeah,
like a cool guy, not temperature. But this E here is actually the same E as our regular E.
Oh,
so it's a compound thing. So when it comes to conjugation, we need to treat kakoi as E in the same way.
Okay. So we keep the kako portion of it? Okay.
Yep.
Kako yoku nakata? Okay. I wasn't sure if the yo was like a bit that would still be retained or not.
Yeah, kako yoku nakata.
Kako yoku nakata. And that someone who wasn't cool.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I was gonna say I don't think I've heard that said that often, but maybe that's for the best. I like cool guys.
Yeah. I like cool guys.
I like them like that. All right. Nigiyaka. I don't see no E. I didn't hear no bell. Nigiyaka. Is it just deshita?
If you have to look, it's okay. So
Nigiyaka
deshita would
deshita?
be positive past tense,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like in present tense, what is like how would you negative
Yeah.
this?
Would we give it a kunai in there?
Well,
Kunai
it's
with
a
chain?
non-adjective
Oh.
because it's not an e adjective, right?
Right.
Only one other thing it could be.
Hold on. My eyes are like not honing in on the wrong place. If I'm should I be looking if I'm looking at like the bottommost example on the right hand side?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Nigiyaka jarimasen deshita. I was looking at jarimasen like it was the word that was getting something appended onto it, which I guess it is.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's like present tense, we would just say jarimasen.
Yeah.
And to make this whole bit past tense, we just slap on a deshita.
Okay.
So same thing that we're doing with like positive na adjectives and nouns. We just add the deshita, like in kirei deshita, right?
Okay.
So with our jarimasen, to make that past tense, we just also add a deshita if you're speaking in this formal way. If you look at the textbook, this is doing something different. And I wish Akamonkai went over that, but I'm not going to here. So
okay.
unfortunately,
I was about to
can't really use this as an example here. Yeah, Ruff, this is the thing I was explaining to you once we finished the recording yesterday. So
okay.
It's like, yeah, there's this other way, and this is how we would use TEF form with this kind of stuff, but we can't because they didn't teach us.
We're not equipped just yet.
Not gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
It doesn't exist. It was never real. It was all an illusion. Soren Kree and his people. Shizuka. Shizuka jarimasen deshita?
And then Shizuka, do you remember what this word is?
It's like peaceful or nice?
Yeah, quiet.
Yeah. Like quiet.
And I
in like a calm kind of way, or like specifically like volume.
Specifically like volume.
Okay.
So you can interpret it that it means peaceful, but that's because it's quiet.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because there are other words specifically for peaceful.
Okay.
But you can definitely interpret it as that, but just keep in mind it's because it's quiet.
Okay. All right. Kire. Pretty clean. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. This is a na, right? Okay. In that case, kire jarimasen? Deshita.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't confident if the E stayed there or not.
Yeah, because it's a not adjective, we don't need to alter the base word one bit with not adjectives.
Okay. Genki jarimasen deshita.
Yeah.
That's the book we're using.
Very good.
Hold on.
That is the book.
What the
so that
heck?
is genki desu. Kono no wa genki desu. Let me take a peek here. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can run through C as well, just because it's like, yeah, just because it's you know, we're actually making sentences, right? That's pretty important to do. So let me see if I can do one of these so that everything's visible. Wait, not a space.
Space and
Whoa!
time.
What
Gotta
the
make some
hell?
tables. You're
There
a
we go.
carpenter.
Okay. Let me grab text. Well, I guess everything can. I can just do this. So yeah, we are anyway. But while I get this set up, what we're doing is we are going to be describing Robert's vacation. The thing that we are describing is here, right? And then the adjective and the version of the adjective that we need is going to be here, right? Keep in mind, all of this is going to be past tense. So
it's a vacation he already took.
Correct. So like in the example, the first thing is just Okinawa in general. He's describing it that it's hot, so it's kind of hard to read. But Okinawa wa atsukatta desu.
Okinawa wa atsukatta desu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So number 1, food.
All right. Tabemono. And we're putting a ga there, right?
This can just be wa.
Okay. Shoot. What differentiates ga when we would use ga wa here?
It's like if there was a larger topic that this is like encapsulating for. So maybe if we wanted to be like, ryoko tabemono ga whatever, right?
Okay.
So it's like we're talking about the trip's food. It's like because like when you read wa, sometimes you can read this as like as for the topic. So like as for the trip goes, the food is whatever, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not expensive. So that's takai that we're working with, right? Takakunai? This?
So that would be present.
Oh. Takakunakatta deshita?
Atta desu.
This. Okay.
Yeah. The deshita only applies to the not adjective stuff.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. Okay, and number 2. So food and delicious.
Okay. Same word as before. Tabemono wa. This is positive. We're not doing negative business to it. Oishii katta desu. Yeah. I should enunciate the lack of an e on the a little better there probably, but yeah.
Yeah, oishikatta
desu.
Hotel was not big.
Not big. Would I want like a negative hiroi, or would that be different?
Hiroi would be like wide.
Okay.
Or spacious.
All right. What do we want, like a chisai?
Oh, we want not big.
Oh, okay. In my mind, I'm like, we could take chisai and make it negative.
Yeah. Well, then that would be not small.
Got
because chisai is small. So we need the word for big.
Oh, we want oki. Okay.
Yeah, and it is not
oki
big.
Kunai. Is that what I want? Negative. I'm looking.
Yeah, the kunai once again would be present tense.
Okay.
Because it still has that e there. If it's katta, past tense.
Okay. Past tense, negative e. Oki nakata? Is that right? Do I want the ku there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oki ku nakata. This.
Yep. Because this would be an e adjective. This e is being transformed to the kunai.
Okay.
And then that last e in the nai becomes katta.
All right. I was not thinking of there being like an E, and I'm like, I wouldn't change the or key, like the key to a ku, would I?
Correct.
But is a different thought.
Yeah, you are correct in that. It's just, yeah, this is spelled with an E here in its base form.
Okay.
Why is this? This is 3. You know,
what do the
I'm not gonna
numbers
worry
mean,
about that.
Jimmy?
There we go.
All right.
Okay. For the hotel, was new.
Hoteru wa atara shiku nakatta.
So this would be was not new.
Oh,
the kunai?
it is new.
It is new.
Okay. I got in the negative flow, but my negative mentality. Atara shikata desu.
Yep. 正しかった. Uh, 5. The restaurant was not quiet.
レストランは静かじゃありませんでした.
Yes. Hey, レストランは静かじゃありませんでした.
It's a na.
Okay, and 6 is the sea was beautiful.
海はきれかったです.
This is a na adjective.
Oh, this is a na. Okay. Shoot. きれでした.
海は綺麗でした. Bye.
I'm watching it all.
Usually, if there's like not another space here and I hit enter, it'll just add another row, but don't want to play nice. It's fine. All right, and the last one is surfing.
Oh,
is fun, and surfing is surfing.
Surfing. I was gonna say, like, I would imagine this being a loan word, but I was not imagining it like that quite. I think I would have gone with a surfing goo.
Yeah, I would too.
Surfing wa tanoshikatta desu.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah. 楽しかったです. そうですね.
It's stupid, but there's like a Nyanners video where she's like, "Let's have fun, everyone," and that's the she says it in a sarcastic, fake Japanese tone, if you would, if that makes any sense.
I can immediately visualize it.
But I'm here for it.
Absolutely, wife. All right, so that's just some run-throughs through basic past tense in both the negative and positive. So we're gonna run back through, and I know day 18 was more focused on this negative past tense stuff, but we're gonna see if we can combine that with this other exercise, which gets us working with te form.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete all this, and we're just gonna run through these sentences. We're gonna be talking about people, and I think I can just do this all in one line.
This is 179 on the physical book.
This is 179. You got it.
Okay. All right.
Let me see if I can just clean this up. And let me get the rules real quick for the te form. I might need to sacrifice some of the other forms of conjugation bits to have this all present here.
Wait, hold on. If that's the... Okay, let me snip this then. Should it be of utility?
I guess I didn't save
whoops.
The te form.
I took a screenshot. And if the screenshot showed up on like the monitor that's capturing your activity, I went to click on that, and instead I moved the whole display area for the stream.
Oh no! One moment, please.
I think we're back to where we want to be.
Form. Yeah. Okay. So for our e adjectives, for turning it into te form, which once again, the turning it into te form means like and. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's this adjective and something else. Mm-hmm. And when it's at the end of a sentence, we do not need te form because te is only going to connect things. We don't need it to finish. Okay. So tanoshi, that e, because like with e adjectives, once again, we are always modifying that final e, becomes pute. Please. Pute. I need to get rid of this des.
Okay.
And then with e specifically, because it is yoi, it just becomes yo pute.
Yo pute. And this is only true if it is the first item within that list, if you would?
As long as it's not the last.
As long as
because,
it's not
like,
the
so
last.
if you have
Okay.
like 3 things in a sentence, because yeah, there's nothing keeping you just saying 2, right? So it's just the in-betweeny ones, just not the last one.
Okay.
So this is just you should add de for non-adjectives.
Okay.
And the like. So like, kire, just be de. Does that work?
I think so.
That makes sense?
I think so.
Cool. Can I guess I can get this all in one.
All in wonder,
screen.
baby.
It's like barely not lined up. I move this over. Close enough. All right. So, in our example here, we are saying that Yui is cute and she is nice. So, can you? Is this good enough to read the example sentence? Can I say?
I mean, that is better. I will not lie.
Okay.
Yui-san wa kawaii kute yasashii desu.
Yeah. So kawaii does not work the same way as kakkoi. Kawaii is the word. And so we only modify that last e when conjugating. Whereas kakkoi, we need to change the whole e business to like yoku or something, right?
Does kakkoi
so that's why
also
we still
have have like an old world variant that gives it that e treatment?
I don't know the origin of kakkoi. I don't know why there's like not a specific other word for it. Not gonna lie. Not too sure.
Yeah.
But this is why, like, I know that we have the muscle memory of like getting rid of the e sound, but because there's 2 e's in kawaii, it is kawaikute and not kawakute.
Okay.
Right?
But should there be a difference in how we're pronouncing kawaii because of like the lack of the double e?
Not super, because like you're just kind of immediately going into the kute.
Yeah.
So it's just kawaikute.
Kawaikute. Okay.
Yeah. And then some of this stuff has those like adjective phrase things going on that we were practicing the other day as well. So just keep that in mind as we do this. But we'll just get started. So number 1, robato.
Robato. All right. Robato san wa. I'm assuming he wants us to call him san.
Yeah, we don't know him very well.
All right.
Might as well. Oh, this is a se. If this is crunchy to read, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I was confused because I didn't immediately recognize that there were 2 things here because I was just straight up ignoring the first chunk. Sega Takai. So this is the height thing, right?
Yes, this is saying that they are tall.
All right. Takai. How do I do? Takakute?
Yep.
And I don't need like a toll because the te is doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then do I play the kakoi straight? I don't need to engage with the other rules?
Depends on what you're saying.
Mm.
If you want it in present tense, keep it in present tense. If we want to put it in past tense, maybe we need to do something.
Oh heck, what am I doing? What did we do last time? Yasashi.
Like how would we say like just a plain old sentence, right? We're using an adjective, right?
Yeah, I guess if I'm like, yeah, Robert's tall and he's cool, that we're not doing much, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kakoi desu.
Yeah. はい、ロバートさんは背が高くてかっこいいです。
背が高くて。All right.
Okay. So number 2 is Naomi.
Naomi. I was going to ask. I'm like, we have a me at the end. I shouldn't know.
This is,
I shouldn't know.
This is mega oki.
Mega big eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Somehow I feel like I can't say that, but I guess there's nothing wrong with it. Big-eyed Naomi, huh? Naomi-san wa.
How do I have to do this? Okay, sorry.
You good. Naomi-san wa me ga okikute.
Mm-hmm. Okikute.
Would I say kire na? Or just kire?
Na is only attached to non-adjectives if it's coming right before a noun it's modifying. But if it's on its own, we don't need it.
All right, so I can just say kire desu here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
はい。Naomi-san wa me ga okikute kirei desu. Could you read that one more time for me?
Naomi-san wa me ga okikute kirei desu.
Hi. Number 3.
Yamada sensei?
3 over is to the right
sorry.
here. So we have this is a Sora.
They know Kingdom Hearts is light. I was listening to a Kingdom Hearts thing moments ago. Sora-san wa
Yeah, go for it.
Atama. Oh, this is the good-headed one. Atama ga yokute.
Hai.
Shinsetsu desu.
Mm-hmm.
No, let's shinsetsu again. Sorry.
I was about to ask you.
If I'm racking my brain, Shinsetsu.
There's like there's only like one or two words that you usually can't immediately recall, and I wonder if that helps figure out what the meaning is.
They're good-headed, they're smart, and they are also. I'm trying to think like what's the pool of like ways that we would describe people at this point. Heck, man, I don't know.
Yeah, she's kind.
She's kind. Why is that so hard for me? Why can't I just accept kindness as it comes?
Accept it into your heart.
No.
All right. For this last section, since we'll probably be wrapping up after we finish this exercise, let's go ahead and do 4 through 7. These last ones, as past tense.
Okay. They are no longer these things. I don't know what you want, Yamada Sensei, but you gave up this life.
Oh, what did I do? Okay, so yeah, Yamada Sensei.
Shinsetsu is kind. Shinsetsu is kind.
And because we've supposed to have been studying the kanji for sensei, I'm gonna use the kanji for sensei.
You know what? I think I'm okay. I'm okay with this one. You could put Yama in there too. Don't put De in there. I'm not confident.
Wait, actually, this isn't Yamada either.
Oh, hold on.
I just saw that myself.
You know what? You can't put Yamashita. You can put Shita in there. I think that's fine.
All right, Yamashita Sensei.
I was gonna say I don't look at that and immediately go like Yamada, but I guess I just assume where Yama's in our textbooks character names. I'm like, it's Yamada. Yamada's always showing up. That was wrong.
Yamada. Yeah. This. It's got the mountain rice field.
That's how names work. All right.
So he's Genki, and he's Omoshiroi.
He was Genki. Right.
Yeah.
All right. No more rough day. Yeah.
Oh, also as a refresher, keep in mind that it is only the end of a sentence that determines the tense. So what that means is pretty much everything in between will be conjugated normally
until the very end. Okay. All right. In that case, hold on.
So we'll just start with the Genki, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yamashita. Yamashita Sensei.
Okay. Couldn't find the syllables. Yamashita Sensei wa Genki kute?
Genki. This is a na or e adjective.
Is it a na? It is a na. Shoot, I should have looked at my book. It's a na. Okay.
So the kute only goes with e adjectives.
Genki. Not negative. Just de?
Yep.
Okay. Genki de. And then this we are putting in past tense, correct? Not negative past tense, just past tense, right?
Yeah, just past tense.
Okay. I guess first steps for it is an e adjective. Omoshirokatta desu.
Hai. Yamashita sensei wa genki de omoshirokatta desu. So he was energetic, lively, filled the brim with that energy, and he was interesting. Yeah, there's someone on the bus, funnily enough, told me that there's this like stand-up bit where the comedian's like, like Japanese people are the best listeners on the planet. And that's because they have to listen to the entire sentence before they know what's going on.
I was thinking about that.
So you have to stay tuned to the whole thing before you know what they're saying. It's like, yeah.
There's a little truth
And like
to
this
that,
person
yeah.
doesn't speak Japanese at all, but we were talking about it and she mentioned that. I was like, that's true.
Amen.
You have to do that.
Amen. All right.
Okay, is there a hotkey just to insert a row below? If there is, I don't know it, and I feel ashamed. Anyway, so number 5, Nihongo no kurasu.
Kurasu. Okay. The crows. I should know this gaggle of crows by now. Nihongo no kurasu wa nigiyaka.
And we also know Nihon.
What are we doing?
What is
We're
kurasu?
playing this normal. But it's
mhm.
na. Nigiyaka de.
Hai.
What else?
This is tanoshii.
Which is an e. Tanoshikute.
It's the last one.
Oh, it's that's right.
We already did, yeah, because we did
tense
the
comes
one
up here.
before.
Yeah. Past tense. Shita.
Tanoshii, what?
Is that Tanoshi Shita? Is that what I want to do? That feels wrong.
Just like this?
I think
That would be wrong.
Okay, cool. I'm glad to be wrong. Past tense, noun, and deshita.
Deshita is only with nouns and not adjectives. This is an e adjective.
It's an e adjective. Okay, why am I treating this like a na? Or wanting to treat it like a na? Kata. Tanoshikata.
Tanoshikata. はい、全部を読んでください。
日本語のクラスは賑やかで楽しかったです。
はい。正解。So,
Project
yeah, the class was lively and it was fun.
That's a good class.
This one's a shukudai. Shukudai.
What is that word? Is that homework?
Shukudai is homework, yeah.
Homework, okay. Woo. Shukudai. Muzukashi. Shukudai wa, I should say. Muzuku. This is an E. I guess that is what I'm doing. Shikute.
Yeah, 難しくて.
Muzukashikute. What's the next word? Taihen. And this is a na.
Yeah, 大変.
Not adjective.
So if it's just past tense, not adjectives and nouns. What would that be?
I'm looking form and past tense, not adjective.
It's kind of on screen somewhere, but it's not explicitly stated. But you do have enough information to tell you.
Okay. Past tense.
でした.
でした.
It's just でした.
Past tense. Oh, okay. I see where my folly, because it's in the like jarimasen deshita, bit, but I
Right.
just want the deshita.
We just, yeah, because this would be
Okay.
negative.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. 宿題は難しくて大変でした。読んでください。
宿題は難しくて大変でした。
はい。難しくて大変でした。
難しくて。
最後は7番です。Our last one, number 7.
Is Saigo last one or like next one?
Yeah, Saigo is last.
Last. Okay.
Tsugi would be next.
Okay.
And shokudo is cafeteria.
Okay. Shokudo. Yasui. Shokudo wa.
I'm actually wanting to change it just a slight bit.
Okay.
For our final one to see
What do
if
we
we
got?
can figure this one out. Instead of yasui, I want to say it was not expensive.
Okay.
Or is not expensive. Or just do that but with that form.
Okay. Let's see. Normally we would do takakunai, right? But we're doing te form.
Yep.
We would not do kunai kute, right?
Close. It would be takakunai kute.
Takakunai kute.
That would be slightly wrong.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it would be, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
No, that would be slightly wrong.
Okay.
But that is close.
Am I still putting the same ku and te together? Like, would the two te come earlier in? Like, would it be takaku tenai?
Kute. So, remember, and this is why, once again, this is why I say this all the time. When we're dealing with nai, when it's tacked on to stuff, and we're dealing with conjugations, we treat nai as an e adjective.
Okay.
So, and that's why I say, would say in the past that, like, with past tense, like tanoshi, that e becomes kata. But if it's tanoshikunai, the same e in nai becomes kata. So it becomes kunakata.
Kunakata.
And that's for past tense, right? So, but by similar logic, we just need to treat this nai as an e adjective and follow the same rules.
Okay. Kunai. Kunakata. Kuna. What? Kunai kata?
So what have we done? What have we done with e adjectives for tet form? How do we do that? What do we do to them?
We take that e, and we turn that into kute. Well, I guess that's the te version of that.
Yep. So with that in mind, what do we do here?
All right. So let's get rid of that e, and then put kute there.
Right. That's all. Takakunakute.
Takakunakute. Takakunakute.
Right. And then we can just say oishii.
Okay.
No, we can do it. We'll do negative past tense just to keep it all negative.
Okay.
We're really complaining about this cafeteria.
All right. Food was bad. It was dirty. There was a roach. But I'd go there again. Because it's my school.
At least it was cheap.
Yeah. We can work with that. Well, what was the word? Oishi? Is that what we were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oishii. And it was not oishi. It was not oishi.
Oishi kunai desu.
Yeah, close. That would be present tense.
Oh, okay. That's right, because it's the end of the sentence that has to carry that. Okay.
So how do we turn this to past tense?
Kunai. Kunakatta desu.
Hey. I will admit this is kind of an awkward way of saying this because one's a positive sentiment, like it wasn't expensive, and one's a negative. I'm only doing this for the sake of exercise. So you would want to say this a little bit differently. Like probably like shokudo wa takaku shokudo wa takaku nai desu ga oishiku nakatta desu.
Wow.
Or I guess
Could you say that one more time for me? I'm sorry.
Nakatta. Yeah, so like here, I'll type it out down here. So if to make this more natural, it would probably be like shokudo wa takaku nakatta desu ga, because like ga bit is like but or however.
However, because we're now contrasting.
Yeah. We are now contrasting. Yeah. Oishiku nakatta desu. And I know I mentioned that usually we only need to change that last tense, but because this is like a complete verb phrase, that's why I put this in the past tense here.
Okay.
Because this would normally be a complete sentence, right?
I see.
Yeah. Takaku nakatta desu ga oishiku nakatta desu. So that would be this would be a more natural way of saying this.
Okay.
But I just wanted to do this for the sake of exercise.
For the reps.
Yeah. Could you say this one?
The bottom one?
And then the last one? Both.
Okay.
So we'll start with this line again.
Is shukudai or shukudo?
This would be sho. But kudo.
Shokudo.
It's got the u.
Okay. Shokudo wa takaku nakatta de.
ちょっと待って。
Te.
This line.
Shokudo wa takaku nakute oishiku nakatta desu.
Yeah, oishiku nakatta desu.
Oishiku nakatta desu.
And another way, I'm just going to change this up real quick. Another way that we would make this a natural sentence if we wanted to use TEF form would be, instead of not expensive, it was cheap. Or it wasn't cheap.
Okay.
So it would be like, yasu nakute oishiku nakatta. So like now the sentiment is
consistently negative. Okay.
Both are negative, yeah. So it wasn't cheap and it wasn't good. So
What's the point? What's the point?
Cafeteria food, am I right?
It's convenient.
Okay,
Bro,
and then
middle
we can
school
read this
Popeye.
last one.
All right.
Yeah.
Shokudo wa takaku nakatta desu ga oishiku nakatta desu.
Yeah. Just be careful about that she pronunciation.
Yeah.
Oishiku nakatta.
Oishiku nakatta desu.
はい、正解。食堂は高くなかったですが、美味しくなかったです。食堂は安くて美味しくなかったです。Alright.
Shokudo. Alright, that'll do.
That'll do.
And that'll do,
That'll
pig.
do,
That'll
donkey.
do.
Any questions about any of the sentences and like what their meanings were? Or
I think I'm good on
just anything in general
right now. At this moment in time, things make sense, but I reserve the right to be stupid later.
One last thing before we end up. What is this word?
Shinsetsu. This is kind. To me, just like Jimmy's being so kind by reminding me what this word means.
よくできました。すごい。
Thank you
All right,
for
yeah,
your
we'll go ahead
Shinsetsu-ness today.
Of course. We will return with your regular scheduled broadcast in the next recording, but for now we'll go ahead and call it.
All right, excellent. Thank you, friends. You have a great one.